I secured an All India rank of 88 and a percentile of 99.85 percentile.
One particular section in the XAT exam which they should focus a lot of attention on, what would that section be?
The XAT exam is known and it is unique for its decision-making section.
If you can give some tips on how you prepared for the CAT exam.
A lot of mock tests. That's the most important part. The more tests you give, the more you'll realize where you lack.
Hi, I'm really excited today to be chatting with three of my students, Nishtha, Amit and Akshat. So I would like to hear your story on how exactly you prepared for your MBA entrance exam. But prior to that, I would like each one of you to give me a little bit background. Akshat.
I pursued BA, Bachelor's in Arts, and my majors were Economics and Mathematics. These two disciplines kind of naturally led me to finance. So I opted for MBA.
Okay, thank you so much, Akshat. Amit, over to you.
I pursued graduation in engineering with a civil engineering background, and during my graduation I found that that was not the right place to be, to work in the field as a civil engineer. And all this time in the back of my mind I always had this idea, like in school I was always good at maths and English. You know, those are the two major components in any MBA entrance examination. So
right. Nishtha, if you can just...
I'd done a lot of courses on data science and machine learning, and that's when I realized that I want to work on it, but not code the model actually, but work with finance and data science. Working in finance right after your 4 years of engineering is not really an option. You don't get those jobs, to be very honest. That is why I decided to pursue an MBA, and that's how I'm here.
How exactly you prepared for your MBA entrance exam?
Just give a lot of mock tests. That's the most important part. The more tests you give, the more you'll realize where you lack, what needs to be done, to be very honest.
And with regard to the time limit, generally this is a time-based exam, and often students find it very difficult to complete the CAT paper. They say it's lengthy and the time is not sufficient. So how did you manage that?
For example, for quants, there are about
24
questions. You don't need to attempt all. Like, mark around 15 questions and you'll be fine.
yes, it's more important about knowing which questions to leave
rather
than
leave and which to attempt.
Exactly,
you don't need to
exactly.
And another thing that differentiates CAT from CMAT, in my case, I took both the exams, is that not taking flukes in CAT is very important. On the other hand, taking some amount of risk in CMAT can land you at a better rank.
Right. If you had to tell aspirants one particular section in the XAT exam which they should focus a lot of attention on, what would that section be?
The XAT exam is known and it is unique for its decision-making section, which doesn't feature in the other MBA entrance examinations. So I think that should be an area of focus, because that is a different thing. The questions that are tricky, it looks like it's logical reasoning, but it's slightly different from logical reasoning as it is seen in other MBA entrance examinations.
Right. So now we have finished, we are kind of understood a little bit about the written exam part. What further preparation did you do as a part of the interview process?
So I just basically, I knew that questions would be asked of my background, that is maths and economics. So I prepared my subjects well, and I was confident about my communication skills. I had faced the stage, I had experience of public speaking in my life.
And how important is it to be updated with the latest happenings in the world, whether it is geopolitics or it is economics or anything that's happening in the business world? How did you keep yourself updated with that?
Basically read the newspapers.
Read the newspaper.
Read the business newspapers.
So it is a habit to read the newspaper. Right?
Yes, it's very important, especially when we are doing MBA, because every time we deal with case studies and case analysis which are based on solving current problems and making decisions about them.
Reading newspapers improves your GK as well as your reading comprehension, your communication skills, etc.
My next question to you. How much did you restrict yourself from using social media and time wasting sites while preparing for the same?
Well, it depends on individual to individual. I personally did not touch social media because it, in my case, it is very addictive.
Right. Nisha, yourself, any distractions which you try to control?
Not really.
Not
Because you
really.
have a lot of time to prepare. I'd taken a gap year of about a year, so that was never a.
A very important point from her, she said that she took a gap year. Basically, I would urge all the aspirants to don't look for gap years. That is a very bad point on your CV.
I do agree. Yeah,
So,
it's not needed.
For MBA exams, taking a gap year is not at all needed. Focus on your academics, focus on your work if you are doing it, and just for 7 to 8 months, just take 1 to 2, 3 hours daily.
Right,
That would find you in the top 0.05 percentile of the country.
Right, and for that, maybe by second year, they should be clear that they want to appear
Yeah.
for this. This should be their area. Or the gap year should be productively used, maybe doing a work, having some job experience, or doing some social activities like Teach for India, etc. That could be used well. Now coming to the very, very important question, how did you decide on KJ Somaiya? After you got your results that you have been selected, what were some of the criteria that you kept in mind when you decided to join?
So I had offer letters from many universities, but KJ Somaiya was definitely one of the best that I had. So the location of Mumbai, it is the financial capital of India, and the rich and long legacy of KJ Somaiya, I knew that it was established in 1981, has had some of the very famous alumni. The salary, the average packages are obviously looked into.
The curriculum also, which I would like to point upon, like it is designed such a way like the class ends at 1:30, and I think that gives, unlike other colleges which I've heard, so it gives students a lot of time to themselves.
Right.
And to work on their areas and other fields of interest, to pursue online courses, something like that.
Okay, great. Nishta, since they come from a different city than Bombay, so Bombay was a very important factor for them to come to
me
KJ
too.
Somaiya.
For me
You
too.
being on the same campus for your engineering
Yeah.
and deciding on Somaiya, what was the main reason?
KJ has very good finance placement, is what I'd heard. So that was a good prospector for me to join KJ.
I think also the security of the campus for so many years, familiarity and security.
Yeah, that's very true.
Right.
This is my 7th year on campus. So.
7th year on campus, okay. So, for all you know, you might end up with a job also here eventually.
It's been, I guess, 3 or 4 months, but it's been a very fun journey as of now. The campus is, I guess, one of the best in Mumbai. It's a great student ecosystem over here to improve yourself academically and holistically in other activities as well.
Okay, before we wrap this up, we have our purpose, brand purpose of KJ Somaiya, which is transforming together. So, just in one sentence, in 4 months, what kind of a transformative experience you have had?
The one sentence would be improving my punctuality is one thing.
Okay, great.
Through the various group activities that are conducted in our different lectures for all the subjects, I think that has inculcated definitely a sense of group camaraderie and a feeling of a sense of belonging in team and contributing to a one common shared goal.
Very important 21st century skill.
Talking to more people. So I've been very shy. So getting out of my comfort zone, going there, talking to more people, talking in class, it's been a journey for me because I usually am very quiet, very shy, but this is making me do things which I'm not very comfortable at, which is very good also because I'm getting to improve.
Right.
One of the main reasons for doing an MBA.
Perfect, perfect. Very nice. This is exactly what we mean by transforming together, where we are all helping each other in growing as a person. Very nice chatting with all of you. Chalo, bye-bye.